Hello and welcome to Trifling Bitches. I am so glad that you were able to join me today. Let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button real quick. Done. Bam. So let me go ahead and get started. So I've been a recovering trifling bitch for 7 months. Okay? And so in order for me to stay trifling free, there has to be compromises with my man and myself in our relationship. And so the other night, I had a bit of a fantasy, a lesbian fantasy. It was late night, my man's already asleep. I think I was doing homework or just watching TV, I can't really remember. All I remember is I'm sitting on the couch and my mind just starts wandering. And then all of a sudden I start to get a little horny, but my man is sleeping and I don't want to wake him because he needs his rest. I definitely respect when someone's sleeping. And so I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking in my head and fantasizing because I was a little horny actually. And just being honest, I was horny. And so I'm just thinking to myself, maybe I'm starting to touch on myself a little bit. And I started thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love to be able to kiss a woman right now and have my man watch, and he could watch the whole thing go down. He can join in at certain times, but for the most part, just watch. That whole scenario is just like getting into my mind now. Now I'm really into it. I would love to, be in a hotel room. We call up some random bitch to come by. And, I have a strap on. I'm hitting her from behind. My man is sitting on the couch doing his thing, watching. And I'm kissing her. I'm the dominant one. That's just how it is. I'm the dominant one. I just need a submissive bitch, random. We could pay her if she wants, doesn't matter. But all these things are going through my mind. And so I'm like, okay, do I want to pleasure myself right now? Because I am horny. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to save that for tomorrow when my man's up? So I'm like, okay, let me just save it. Let me save my juices. Let me save my energy, and I want him to please me. Pleasure myself until I fall asleep. It gets explicit. So I'm not going to go all the way into detail, but that's a little something, something. Lo and behold, the next day, I'm still horny. I'm like, baby, are you horny? He's like, it's hot, baby, it's hot. And I'm like, I know, but we could turn on that air conditioning. So we both take cold showers. We get it ready for popping. And so he's looking for something. I'm like, what is he looking for? I don't ask any questions. I'm just like trying to get myself ready, And after a shower, I'm ready to go. I'm like, I don't even need anything at this point. Let's just get it done. And so he surprises me with ding, 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 a lesbian porno movie. He goes ahead and pops that bad boy in. And at this point, I'm like, yes. It's just funny how I was just fantasizing about it. And then here we have a video to watch together. So made it even more fun and more satisfying. And the moral of this story is communication is truly key. And communicating with your partner, your needs, your wants, your fantasies, one should feel comfortable in expressing that to their partner and being able to express their feelings and their wants and their desires without judgment should be allowed in any relationship. And it should work both ways, and come to some common ground, come to a compromise to where both partners are satisfied. And it took me a long time to understand that, because for a long time I wasn't open, I wasn't very willing to communicate with my man in the things that I would think about, or the desires that I had, or things that I wanted to do. You know, I kept everything inside. However, that's very unhealthy. And me being a trifling bitch in recovery, I want to break from that. I want to break free from that hold that I placed on myself with communication. And so that's why I'm sharing this story, because communication is what makes a healthy and happy relationship. No matter how uncomfortable it may seem at the time, in the end, it's better for both parties. Both parties know where they stand, and both partners know how they can move forward together. So communication, work on it, do it. That's it. So that's my lesbian fantasy story. I just wanted to share just an experience that I recently had, because I didn't think it was coincidence. I don't. I think there was some correlation in there somewhere. I challenge you to share something with your partner that you've never shared with them before, and say, hey, you know, I would really like to try this. You know, it would make me feel blank if we did blank. You know, communicate with your partner. I challenge you to share something new about yourself that that person doesn't know, and see how and where you can go from there. I challenge you, go a little deeper in your conversations. Don't be so surfacey, because that gets us nowhere. We're just not being honest with ourselves, and we're not being honest with others. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and click it now. Subscribe. All right. Peace.